just gonna laugh.
If it ends up becoming a viral thing, that'd be hilarious, dude.
That would be ridiculous. That would be the pinnacle of absurdity.
I wouldn't know what to do with that, dude. Like, you know, it became popular.
It would be your job at this point. That would be your job. You would not have anything else other than what you're doing. You would be the new philosopher king.
Philosopher king.
Get yourself hopped up on high fructose corn syrup and start going off on Lao Tzu.
Yeah, right, dude. See, now, Taoism is probably one of the things that I resonate with most.
Yes.
Because it's so general, and yet it's so obviously in the... I mean, it's amazing to realize and recognize the fact that this... We don't exist in any new time. I say, you know, we live in the time of Alexander. We live in the time of Lao Tzu. We live in the time of Jesus. We live in the time of
Krishnamurti.
all of these different people who we live in the same time period, because there is no time period.
I live in the time period of dizziness.
Well, you've been walking around, man. You've been walking around. It's like, you know, you got high blood pressure and shit. And you gotta calm down. You know what I mean?
I don't have blood.
I'm just checking. Actually, I don't, from what I've heard, actually, like the cholesterol or whatever, apparently, you know, isn't that supposed to be what clogs up the...
Yeah, that's what clogs.
Apparently that's not what... It's apparently the high, like the constriction of the valves, or the veins, is what causes it, not really,
build up in the...
cholesterol.
So not the build-up of cholesterol.
No.
As I understand, it's basically the buildup of the hardening of the arteries.
Yeah. How do you find that though? Unless you'd have to
cut it open.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what they did. If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. Apparently though, it's like that's rare. You know what I mean? If they...
Well, yeah, that would fucking kill you. That would cause heart attacks and shit.
Yeah, but most cases of heart attack, it's hypertension, I think is what it was, the hypertension.
Well, yeah, stress, poor diet habits, typically.
Yeah, I think that actually could be a subject for a video, is diet, because...
well, everyone knows you need to eat healthy.
Yeah, but I think everybody should be their own cook. It's not difficult to make good food. Good food is basically a combination of ingredients, man. You can't go wrong when you have these specific kinds of ingredients. The reason we have people that make up cookbooks is because they have tried out all of the different kinds of combinations of ingredients. Mm-hmm. All food is ingredients combined in specific ways, and all you really have to do is be creative with however you're doing whatever you're doing. And then it's kind of like art, where there are certain kind of rules, certain things that you're supposed to... I mean, using salt and pepper is like a rule in cooking. You pretty much have to do that because you first of all need salt and it makes things taste better. Second of all, pepper, same reason, except it makes you digest better. Yeah, it helps you digest, especially if it's freshly ground.
I know that spicy food in general, because of the capsaicin, it helps cure it. Like it at least it helps alleviate depression, because of the serotonin or something like that. High blood pressure, I believe, is one of them. It may cause ulcers, but that's because you have to eat that shit all the fucking time in high volumes.
Yeah, people abuse the...
Yeah, but the sinus stuff, obviously, what else? I think it helps against cholesterol, high cholesterol or something like that. There's quite a few things.
But I mean, to be a... the whole idea is our bodies basically are the temple. I don't really, I think that there's a degree of how serious we should take our bodies. I mean, to a certain extent, we take it too seriously. When you get a cut, like like he was saying, like Phillips was saying in your class, like, dude, you get a cut and people are like, dude, you gotta put back antibacterial on that.
Yeah.
Or you know, it's
you gotta get that bug bite checked out.
Yeah, people are terrified of these kinds of things. It's like, I'm not worried about my teeth falling out. I'm not worried about my hair falling out, which it is. I'm not worried about. Oh yeah, dude, I'm basically going bald. I'm not worried about any of that shit.
You used to be worried about that.
Well, I mean, it's something where it's like you have to get over it, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
2 years ago.
It's a fucking crazy thing to be going through when you're 20.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but I was actually starting to go through it when I was like 18.
You're gonna look like my uncle.
Dude, I'm just gonna shave my head when that happens, man.
It's not like you look bad at
I know what I'll do is I'll shave the top of my head, and I'll get like a Japanese samurai thing going on, because I won't be losing the side or the back. I think that's why. You wanna know why I think they did that? Where their lord started losing his hair, and so everybody, to make him feel better, shaved their head the same way, and that became like a cultural thing. I think that's what happened, because that makes sense. That's just my own little like, that's so funny. Because they would do that. The Japanese are so loyal and so cool, especially like their tradition. I mean, that's one of those things, like, I identify with the Japanese culture in general. I like seafood. I like martial arts. I like samurai, their whole history. Ninja. But I don't necessarily like their system of government, the way they had it during the feudal era and all that.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of silly to war over land when usually the war was in pursuit of unifying Japan under a single regime.
Right.
And that's the thing. It's really crazy, because it's one island, and it's like, for them it was their universe, and it's like, we must unify the world. And then like, imagine how fucked up it must be to imagine that the world is so much bigger than that little Japan. It's crazy, dude.
Well, for a while, like, once visitors started coming, they still kicked them out. It was,
Yeah.
So.
For the Mongolians, dude, that's why. The Mongolians came there, and the Japanese were not ready. The samurai were not ready to fight Mongolians, dude. No way. They made walls around the entire island, around the entire place, to protect against the Mongolian. Everybody's afraid of the Mongolians, man. And
those Mongolians were fucking badasses.
Yeah, dude, they were pretty much like. It's amazing to think that they traveled the waters, because nobody had done that until the Mongolians, dude.
And not only that, they fucking took over like half of the Asian continent.
Yeah. They were pretty much the whole world. I mean, like, the whole world at the time.
At one point. I mean, they got to fucking like Africa.
But yeah, I mean, okay, back to diet. I mean, it's like, diet is. And not only that, but it's like, it's integral to culture, dude.
Yeah.
It's integral to most cultures, the food, and it's kind of weird that way. I mean, it's not an obsession with food. It's like, food, we are what we eat. Maybe. Like, maybe that's like a part of it.
Well, food. Well, there's like a mood with food, and how people,
It is a social thing.
Yeah, like orange juice. My mom says, my mom suggested I have some soda one morning. I was like, no, I can't drink soda in the morning. It's just too early for that. It's like the cultural acceptability that afternoon is cool to drink.
Well, I think it's also, I mean, you wouldn't want to eat ice cream. Sweets are more of a after a meal.
Yeah, I mean,
anyway.
the only acceptable sweets are like pancakes, cereal.
Now imagine this conversation in the context of reality. Right now. How absurd is this conversation, Jeff? You are God, Jeff.
Bitch, I drink Powerade when I want.
Jesus Christ. The perfect response for a. If I were a Zen master, dude, I would hit you in the head right now. I would just smack you in the head. But I am not. What should I use? I don't have anything to hit you with, dude. That's the only reason I'm not hitting you right now. I don't have anything within reach. I literally don't. If I mean, look, I got this situation. Look at that situation right there, dude. That is a messy situation. My whole room is. I think look at oh shit. I got shit over there. See, I got sticks over there. But I'm not gonna reach over there and get it. So fuck that. I would seriously bash you in the head. You apprentice motherfucker. You Zen Buddhist trying to be a Zen master motherfucker.